Okay, I think we're good. Hello, hello everybody. Welcome to the stream. It has, dude. This weekend is, this weekend is brutal. This weekend's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be so fun. But holy shit, is it so busy? Um, just for a little bit of context, I have one of my like family friends is getting married. So um I'm actually also one of the groomsmen, so we have been like busy with like planning out the whole thing and trying to get like how do I word this? This weekend I had to help out with planning kind of like the bachelor party or like the bachelor like hangout day. And yesterday, Thursday, that was the day we actually had the bachelor day. Today is the rehearsals for the wedding ceremony and possibly the reception. I'm not sure how that part works. I've never done rehearsals for a wedding before. And tomorrow, Saturday, is going to be the actual wedding, so I will be out all day. And then Sunday I have a little bit of free time, but then I have a Father's Day dinner with like the extended family, so yeah, a lot just basically going out every single day this week. And on top of that, on top of that, I'm still trying to do job searching, so I've been trying to squeeze that in as well. And on top of that, I was trying to get that video out, the one that released today. So it's been busy. It's been a really busy week. Sorry if my voice seems a little hoarse right now. I'm not sick. I just woke up, so I had that like, that morning, the morning throat. And of course, maybe I should switch out of the energy drink for the stream. Maybe I should just get regular water. I made the mistake of drinking an energy drink, which is a sugary drink. I know I sound sick. I'm not sick, I promise. I should switch to water. Sugary drinks, when you're still clearing your morning throat, do not sound. They do not help the morning throat. Let me switch to water really quick. I think that might be a little better for me. I can finish this energy drink later. Hold on. We're back. We're back. Yeah, I woke up like an hour ago. I woke up like an hour ago, and knowing my throat works in the morning, knowing how that whole I think it takes me at least 2 to 3 hours for my throat to clear up in the morning. So yeah, I put the energy drink away. I'm just drinking water now. Hopefully that clears it up a little more. But yeah, this weekend has been really busy. This whole week has been kind of busy. I've been trying to squeeze in like the video time. I dude, yesterday was so crazy. I woke up at like what is it? I woke up at 7 in the morning and I did not get home until 10 o'clock at night. So I have been out for maybe fuck, it's been like I, the whole day. I was out for like 14 to 15 hours. And then when I got home, I still had to upload the video, so I stayed up for another like 2-ish hours to upload the video, finalize like the description and the cat and the subtitles, and I was like, fuck, okay, yeah, we're doing this the reaction stream. I'm doing this like today. I can't. There was no way in hell I was staying up to do a reaction stream after being out for 15 hours. I get sleepy after 5 hours of being awake. 5 hours of being awake, and I'm staying at home on the computer. So imagine 15 when I'm actually like walking around. I was running on caffeine. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I've tried to make the. I was really excited for the video topic. I was so like unironically, I was way too invested with the whole elemental aura system. I was like, oh my gosh, Cryo and Dendro don't have an aura. Wait, that means that you could do something with Electro and like Hydro and shit. Like I was actually so into that topic. I know I said in the video that I was gonna make a stellar conduct topic, but I don't know if I'm actually gonna do that. I feel like I feel like stellar is just like stellar in terms of like just the base mechanics, it really is just like another lunar thing. I can't think of anything like to talk about. Like I don't know. I don't I don't know if I'm gonna make a video for stellar conduct. I feel like I think it's like it's a little too straightforward for me to like make a video like going into like some of those like weirder details. Like it's too straightforward. It buffs the team. It buffs your team's cryo, electro, and stellar conduct damage, and it it relies on like cryo and electro application, which I guess is something, but the application aspect, like I can't make a whole video on it. I do feel like most of my like more of my like interest in the stellar conduct reaction was already talked about in this recent video. So I if anything I could do like a recap of just like what the buffs are. It could be more like the weapon and artifact videos where it's like more just me talking about what they do. Um I'm probably not gonna, but if I do make a video for that, it's not gonna be some crazy like, oh, and here's how this is gonna be interesting for the game. Like, no, it's just gonna talk about what they do. I do think Cryo Traveler. I do think Cryo Traveler is going to enable stellar reactions because realistically, um, what is it? Realistically, the Tsaritsa being the Cryo Archon should not. I think the Tsaritsa might enable stellar reactions. I don't think the Tsaritsa would be a character that focuses on stellar. I like she's supposed to be the cryo archon. She has to be a character who works for like all cryo archetypes. I wish Stellar cared a bit more about the amount of application rather than at least Stellar conduct rate of application. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean cared more about? Because it's cryo and electro application, right? This is another reason why I held off on the stellar conduct video. The beta was so like back and forth because it was like how what was it before? The first instance of it was like it's like the amount of stellar conduct oh, like the amount of aura. Oh, that'd be interesting actually. Wait, I like that. Cause Beto's thing is a 4 unit like her burst is a 4 unit um it's a 4 unit of electro. That I like that actually. That's a pretty cool idea. That would be so like that would be so like interesting to look into. Yeah, there's so many details that are just I'm not sure what the details are anymore with the stellar conduct system. Cuz after they changed it from electro and cryo and stellar conduct hits, they changed it to application for cryo and electro. But people were also saying that like the 4 second window with the stellar conduct field was no longer in the description, so I don't know if they like I don't know if there's still like a weird timer system or if it's just like your first rotation's a bit weaker, but your second rotation will be maxed out for like cryo and electro. Which I mean, like if that was the case, I think that'd be kind of interesting. I think that would at least balance it out, but I don't know. I was more interested when it was like cryo, electro, stellar conduct hits with a 4 second window because that made it so much more interesting with like I thought it was more interesting that it was like more of like a fluctuating effect. I really like it when characters do that. Like it's very like you have this like goal you want to maintain throughout your fights, which I really wanted to play. I thought that was interesting. When they changed it to application, I was like, oh, that's a little weirder. Or it's not weirder, but it's a little it was a little like I didn't like it as much. Josco with Stellar Conduct and Stellar Swirl. Stellar Conduct, I actually see. It depends on how they do Stellar Swirl. If they go in the same direction where it's like kind of like give some kind of buff for cryo and animo damage, then I can see that working. But since Chaska's more of like a PHAC PHEC character, I do see Stellar Conduct working actually. Because I mean she'll get like the she'll get the cryo and electro damage bonus at least. I can see it working. Um yeah. Let's see. Should we do the reaction now? I don't know if there's anything else I have no other thoughts on Stellar Conduct, honestly. Um but yeah, good thing that I was out all day yesterday, so I wasn't really on my phone. Um I didn't really get I saw like a few images from the program, but nothing super crazy, so at least my reaction can still be like a blind reaction for the most part. Like 90% of it will be a blind reaction. My headset's off, what? Oh my gosh, thank goodness I didn't press play on the video yet. Okay. So how long is it? Whoa, 46-minute program? Wow, wait, this is actually kind of a big one then, isn't it? Okay. Let's get started on the Luna 8 special program reaction.
Frost Moon coordinates located. Please proceed to the main control hall for moon landing preparations.
What is this? What the fuck is... Wait, why do we have a rocket?
Return to the moon. There lies my mission.
Is that a... Fuck, what are they called? What are the,
After the Pioneer landed,
Holy
he
shit.
began to explore the moon and circumlunar zone. One day, while in the circumlunar zone, he received a mysterious signal from deep space.
All I want is to go back home and see what other gifts Alen wanted me to inherit. I really can't go anywhere without running into you two.
not my Polonia.
Our film, A Homecoming, officially begins!
The aquarium.
Oh, the outfits are so
closed for
cute.
the- Huh? A
I kinda saw some of the
celebration
pictures,
entertainment
in the...
industry. No one
Oh,
would
wait,
choose to
Sandrone's
sit
part
this
of the
one out.
event?
This detective costume really suits me.
Take this lunar arcanum.
Does that count as a prophecy?
The reversed moon.
Oh, this is the... That's the stellar conduct, right there.
The terminal has detected the appearance of an unknown individual. Its purpose was to turn the moon into a space-based weapon.
That's crazy that this is all on the moon. This, like,
They already
entire,
learned
like,
the truth at the moon's
base.
core.
As for this place, it is the masterpiece of that Dragon Lord of Darkness. She is the key to activating Project Moongazer. Don't go, Columbina.
What is Project
We knew what
Moongazer?
this order would cost from the beginning.
If Columbina is calling for help, the spaceship's our only chance.
Project Moongazer. It responded to me.
I have a certain feeling about how she views that descender.
If what Alen said is true, then I'm about to
Holy.
be born anew. Inverted. World formula. Reversion.
Is that wait. Wait, okay, wait. I need to, like, take a little pause for that one. Wait, what the fuck? Okay, so I knew that... Okay, here's what I knew from, like, the beta leaks. I knew that we were getting the moon base. I knew we were getting a world quest. I didn't see anything about a Sandrone quest. Is this part of the event? That's cool if they're... That's cool that the event is so lore heavy. This is a surprisingly... This trailer was surprisingly long. This did not feel like a 3-minute trailer. That's a pretty good trailer though. If I feel like I didn't get spoiled on anything, basically. I have no idea what's going on with the story quest. I feel like I have no context on anything. Which is good. A trailer should not be doing that.
Hello, travelers! I'm Zach Aguilar, the voice of the male traveler, Ether. And hosting with me today, we have...
Hi everyone, I'm Emmy Lowe, the voice of
I
Columbina.
got to meet Emmy Lowe recently
Hi guys,
at
I'm
a
Skylar
convention.
Davenport, the voice of Seat Lally.
Yes, so happy to have you guys here! And
Yay.
to all our travelers out there, welcome to the version Luna 8 special program, Sunny Summer Fontanalia.
Fontanalia. Wait, isn't that the name of a festival in Fontaine?
Yeah, that's right. Travelers might remember it from version 4.3.
Yo,
The
let's
one where we shot
go.
that film with all our friends and made all those fun memories.
Yep, and the fun continues in this version because, in addition to our friends from Fontaine, a special guest is also going to be at this year's Fontanalia Film Festival.
Ah, you mean Columbina, right?
That's right. After things settled down in Nodcry, she wanted to expand her
Oh, she's
horizons
going
a
to
bit.
Fontaine.
And with the festival going on, Nefer recommended a trip to Fontaine.
Oh, is that the only reason, though?
Maybe.
I mean, Fontaine is also Sandrone's homeland, isn't it?
True. But no one knows what happened to her after that battle in Nodcry against the Torre. The suspense is killing me.
Then maybe you'll be happy to hear that the wait is over. Once travelers head to Fontaine, an unexpected reunion with this old friend isn't too far off.
A self-introduction?
Oh, hello.
Very well. For the sake of etiquette, I'll humor you just this once. Behold, before you stands Marionette, 7th of the Fatui Harbingers. Hi everyone, I'm Deneen Mulledy, the voice of Sandrone. The wait is over. I'm just so happy she's back.
That was awesome. Welcome!
Yay, thank you.
Welcome back, Sandrone.
Oh, thanks. Oh, wait. Should I give a more Sandrone-like answer? Like,
Sandrone.
So Sandrone. It was so surreal seeing Sandrone in that version trailer. It's been too long.
I know, personality-wise, it doesn't seem like she's changed much. Still the grumpy Sandrone we all know and love.
True, but I feel like travelers have got to be wondering how she came back to life. I know I am.
Yeah, does it have something to do with the final gift we heard about in her animated short?
well, Alen did leave behind a gift for her, but she actually never knew anything about it.
So that means during the battle against the Torre, she really was prepared for it to be the end.
Yep, she 100% put her life on the line during that battle. So when she woke up to find herself very much, well, you know, not dead, it was a surprise to her as well. Alen's final gift was kind of like a second chance.
Oh.
But the damage she sustained in that battle was so severe. Why didn't the second chance activate right then and there?
Ah, now that's the question. There's actually another factor at play in all of this. We're gonna get into it in a bit, but for now, all you need to know is that she owes her recovery to a combination of things.
Oh, okay. So there's a story there.
For sure.
You know, speaking of the animated short, it was so cool to get a little insight into Sandrone and Alen's life together.
Right, the Lord Artificer, Alen Guillotin, Sandrone's creator. Her notes mention that Alen built her in his later years as a way to remember his sister, Marianne.
Oh.
And speaking of, both
Oh.
Alan and Marianne have some connection to the Narcissenkreuz Ordo, right? That mysterious organization in Fontaine.
Yeah, that's right. In certain quests, we even see a photo from when the two of them were kids. Then, in his later years, Alen had Sandrone by his side. They were family, and the days they spent together were quiet and peaceful.
So nice.
Yeah.
Wow. No wonder remembering Alen's funeral made Sandrone so upset in that animated short.
Yeah. Columbina definitely tried to cheer her up, but her methods are always a bit, unconventional.
Well, honestly, before joining the Fatui, I doubt Sandrone ever expected to get close to Columbina, Arlecchino, and Rosaline, let alone have tea parties with them.
Yes, that scene was so sweet.
Yeah.
I'm sure those are nostalgic memories for all of them.
Totally.
Especially Columbina and Sandrone.
Yeah.
They're actually really close. They even played games together during Moon Prayer Night.
Oh yeah, underneath that tough exterior, you can totally tell Sandrone has a soft spot for
Totally.
Columbina.
We call that a tsundere.
Oh, it's more like Columbina wore her down over time.
Same thing.
Well, but of course, she was part of the Columbina rescue plan.
Part of it, her formula is the whole reason we were able to bring Columbina back.
Yeah, the way she faced a Torre head on just to give us the chance to complete it. It was heart-wrenching.
I know.
She put herself in danger and ultimately sacrificed everything to save her friend. That really says a lot.
Yeah, which is why it was even
Friends,
harder for Columbina to
quote,
accept
unquote.
that she was gone.
Well, honestly, that was also emotional. But the good news is, she's back now! Yay!
Wait, speaking of, I noticed she has a new mechanism by
This whole like sequence of just like, yeah, it was so heart-wrenching to see her go, but she's back now. Yeah, just the same energy as like the like there were so many, like, I feel like this, like, just for me, I'm just getting the energy of like the whole like, I died but then I lived, and it just the my death was greatly exaggerated. I wonder if that's gonna be a line. That'd be so funny if they made that a line. My death was greatly exaggerated. I do have a feeling, based on this like image, I think Polonia's like a part of Polonia's like core maybe is how Sandrone came back to life. And that's why we can no longer see Polonia. That's why she has like this this new robot by her side.
Fire side too.
Ah, yes. The Facilitatrice Automatisée Généraliste Interactive et Omnitâche.
Wow, good job.
Yes! Well, pardon my French. Also known as Baggio.
Wow.
They made they made sure that it was pronounced with the j sound. French aside, even if this was like not like a French like character with like French pronunciation, I know for a fact they would have gone with the j sound. It could have been any other language. They were not gonna go with a G, like a hard g. It'd be really funny. But they would not.
New helper. Oh, she looks super cool. Hold on, I don't think we've seen Polonia yet, though.
Yeah.
Right. Polonia was really put through the ringer in Nod Cry and sustained a lot of damage during the battle against Ettore. I'm starting to get worried.
I know. But unfortunately, that's something travelers are going to have to wait to uncover in-game.
Well, just based on the name alone, Baggio seems pretty impressive.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. Basically, she's an all-purpose automaton. From everyday chores to intense combat encounters, she can do it all.
Wow.
Oh, even if her name is kind of a mouthful.
You know, from the land of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal. I'd expect nothing less.
Sandrone's eyes kind of look different too. It looks like there are little gears inside of them.
Yeah, and I see some new gems and accessories on her skirt. Very fancy.
Right? There are a lot of little added details. But wait, doesn't Sandrone's vision look a little different than other characters?
Huh, you're right. It's star-shaped.
Ah, yes. This is important because it's not your typical vision. It's actually a stellar linchpin.
What's that?
Well, remember when I said Elend's gift wasn't the only reason Sandrone was able to wake up? Well, this is the other reason. Stellar linchpins are extremely rare, and according to Fatui research, they have some connection to the third descender.
Fancy.
Oh.
Whoa, okay. I didn't expect us to casually start talking about descenders.
Honestly, though, to this day, no one knows exactly what causes a stellar linchpin to manifest. But what we do know is that those who wield them can alter certain elemental reactions.
Oh, so kind of like the lunar reactions, where powers outside the 7 elements are involved.
Exactly. Take Sandrone, for example. She wields a cryostellar linchpin and can convert the superconduct reaction into stellar conduct, temporarily transforming the surrounding area into a pole star field.
Oh, wait. That must be this area centered around the star-shaped crystal, right? I remember it from the Snezhnaya preview teaser.
That's right. Enemies within this AoE will have their physical resistance reduced. But more importantly, the pole star field will store dissipating cryo and electro-elemental energies. This stored energy can then be used to increase the stellar conduct, cryo, and electro damage of characters within this AoE. In addition, certain characters will gain special abilities while within the pole star field.
Oh, so we get buffed, and enemies get less physical resistance. Sounds like stellar conduct is going to be a powerful tool in our arsenal.
Oh, let's read this. If the noses are made from the body of the third descender, stellar linchpins are probably made from smaller parts of their body, like so. Maybe. Oh, that'd be interesting. I feel like I don't know though. The thing is, I don't even know how like the entirety of like visions. I don't even know how all of that works. So I wonder, like, you know, it'd be so interesting. Imagine if, like, the hold on, my mom's texting about lunch for today. Da, da, da. Yes, I want food. No need to. Sorry. Yeah, we're still planning out like the rest of the day with like the rehearsals for the wedding. Um, cause yeah, something that I forget how like visions are supposed to. Did we ever actually get that confirmation with the lore? Like visions manifest through like a person's ambition, but do we actually know like who controls like who controls like how people get a vision? Oh my gosh, I accidentally pressed the recording on my phone. Visions are probably fragmented parts of the sovereign's bodies or other objects. Maybe. Yeah, it's interesting that that's I'm pretty sure that's still like the that's it's interesting that the whole thing with like a vision and like all of the other stuff with like moon wheels, stellar linchpins. It's interesting that all of them. It was the heavenly prince. No, yeah. It's supposed to be like the heavenly principles grants people with a vision. So if we kind of go on that assumption that if we kind of go with the assumption that like the heavenly principles actively controls that would imply that the third descender, despite being dead, still has some like I don't know. I take it to imply that the third descender still has some form of consciousness somewhere in the world that like occasionally they will garner enough power to grant a stellar linchpin to someone. Like if getting like a moon wheel or a if getting a moon wheel or a vision or a stellar linchpin is like if all of it is like, you know, tied to like an active party granting them that in that moment, it would imply that the party has to have some sort of consciousness. Yeah, and if a vision locks them to a certain fate, then maybe stellar linchpins. Oh, if it's the third descender, maybe a stellar linchpin, like maybe that implies a stellar linchpin gives them the power. Maybe it gives them the power to change their fates. I wonder if I'm not I don't know. I'm a lore player, but I'm like a story player. I'm not like I can talk more about plot lines and character development. I don't know much about the lore. Um what is this? When Sandrone's in the party, Stellar superconducts. Superconduct reactions triggered by all party members are converted into stellar conduct reactions, and all party members will deal increased stellar conduct damage. By alternating between her charge attacks and elemental skills, Sandrone can smoothly chain her attacks on the field. Additionally, within the Polestar field, certain types of damage will be considered stellar conduct damage. Faggio. Sandrone can direct Faggio to periodically fire condensed beams via her charge attacks, accumulating its decoding power over time. When the decoding power reaches its maximum, the firing rate will slow down. At this point, Sandrone can use her skill to rapidly reduce said power, restoring Faggio to its original firing rate. And then invite certain characters to Sandrone's tea party and enjoy a pleasant time. Man, lore. Dang. The lore, whatchamacallits. The lore mechanics that make you pull for a character. Cause that means fuck. Cause I'm not pulling for Sandrone. I decided to just skip this version because there's nothing. I'd rather just wait for like an off-fielder, honestly. I'd rather prefer an off-fielder for for my stellar teams. I'm waiting for that. Hopefully Cryo MC at the very least can like give me that the ability to play around with stellar reactions.
Yep, that's right. Plus, in Snezhnaya, Stellar Conduct will have unique gameplay applications outside of combat too.
So
Okay,
cool.
okay,
And with
okay.
the arrival of
Okay, that confirms it. That already confirms it for me. Cryo Traveler is getting Stellar Conduct and Stellar like reactions. They cannot do what is it? They can't do the lunar reaction like they can't just recycle lunar reactions if they're gonna make it an open world ability. They just can't. If they're gonna make reactions work outside of combat, they have to give you a free option. I mean, who knows? Maybe there'll be like an open world, like special, like thing, like a device in the open world, and if you're in that radius of the device, then all stellar reactions are enabled. But realistically, they would just give you a character to enable stellar stuff. So that tells me that we are getting a free option. I'm sure Cryo Traveler, at the very least, maybe like one of the 4 stars can enable a stellar reaction. But once again, open world already tells me there's gonna be a free option.
Sandrone, the chance to experiment with this new reaction is just around the corner.
Yeah! Now that she has this stellar linchpin, what are her combat skills like?
Well, it definitely allows her to make greater use of her computational abilities. With the help of the Stellar Conduct reaction, she's able to control various mechanisms and flexibly deal damage. So, let's take a second to see her in action.
Oh, yes, please.
The skirt really wasn't made for weather like this. How in the blazes did Rosalind used to cope? Ha! Come on, keep up. Let's test my hypothesis.
Damn!
What a joke!
Not her just bodying a treasure hoarder.
I love all the mechanical elements. Using all those mechanisms, it's like she barely has to lift a finger.
Of course, it would be unbecoming of a lady to muddy her hem. Like we've heard already, Stellar Conduct is a big part of her kit. Not only can she convert the Superconduct reaction into Stellar Conduct, but she can also increase the Stellar Conduct damage of her entire team.
Whoa! Oh, yeah! Looks like her attacks pack a bigger punch under the effects of Stellar Conduct.
That's right. Sandrone often lets her mechanisms do the dirty work for her. For example, with her charged attack, Sandrone will command Fagio to fire condensed beams at enemies. The damage dealt by her condensed beams is considered Stellar Conduct damage.
Ooh, attacks like this usually have some sort of overload mechanic, right? Is that true for Sandrone as well?
Yes! Continuously firing condensed beams will cause Fagio to accumulate decoding power. Sandrone can then use her elemental skill to decrease Fagio's decoding power, while quickly maneuvering around the field and firing prism shots at enemies.
Nice. Wow. Okay, couldn't have said it better myself.
Yay, I got it right!
Yep. Basically, by alternating between her charged attack and elemental skill, Sandrone can leverage her mechanical prowess and Fagio's powerful beams to clear out the field with ease. But that's only part of her tactical strategy. With her elemental bursts, Sandrone bombards enemies with artillery fire and light beams, dealing AoE cryo damage. If Sandrone is within the Polestar field, the damage of the light beams is also considered Stellar Conduct damage.
Wow, it's crazy how powerful and elegant she is at the same time. Not a hair out of place.
Yeah, even when bombarding us with a boatload of firepower.
Yup. Man, it's gonna be so fun to explore Snezhnaya with Sandrone too.
Yeah, Snezhnaya is where the Fatui headquarters are, after all. I feel like we can definitely expect Sandrone to play a part in the upcoming story.
You know, the main headquarters of the Adventurers Guild are also in Snezhnaya. I was just thinking about that because the Traveler first met Sandrone at the Adventurers Guild in Nod Cry.
Right, when she took Catherine's place.
Well, Catherine is Sandrone's creation, so in retrospect, I guess we shouldn't have been so surprised. Oh, but I'll let you in on a little secret. If you turn in your daily commissions to Catherine with Sandrone and the party, in addition to the regular rewards, you'll receive dessert rewards as well.
What the fuck?
Dessert!
Wait, that's really cool.
Guess Sandrone still loves a good tea party.
Well, of course. Inviting friends over for afternoon tea is how a lady engages with polite society. Plus, to make hosting tea parties even easier, Sandrone invented a portable tea table. All you need to do is send out an invitation letter, and you can enjoy afternoon tea with friends.
Oh, I wonder if she met them during the Fontanalia Film Festival.
Oh, that sounds possible. If the last Fontanalia Festival is anything to go by, I feel like travelers are going to have a lot to look forward to this time around.
For sure. So, let's get into it, shall we? Does everyone remember Risley's giant ship, the Wingalette?
I mean, it looks familiar.
Wait, we're getting that back?
Oh, I know. That's the ark he built in the Fortress of Meropede, right? To deal with the whole prophecy situation?
Yes, that's right. It turns out an aquarium will be opening on the Wingalette during the Fontanalia Film Festival. And it seems like Sandrone has her own room on the ship as well.
Wait, and are those two things related? Sandrone being on the ship and the aquarium?
I mean, based on what we know about her so far, I'd be pretty surprised if she suddenly developed a passion for marine animals.
Yeah, there must be another reason then.
Guess travelers will just have to play through the story to find out.
Well, Sandrone's activities might be a mystery, but Columbina's aboard the ship for a much more straightforward reason. She's actually acting in one of the films, and her crew is shooting on the Wingalette.
Right where Sandrone is staying? The intrigue.
I know. I'm so excited for travelers to see how it all plays out. So be sure to check out the Sunny Summer Fontanalia event during the new version. For a limited time, completing the event story will also reward travelers with additional Ascension materials for Sandrone! Yay!
All this talk about the Wingalette must mean Risley's making an appearance during the festival too, right?
Yep. In fact, during filming, Columbina even convinced him to check out a mysterious fortune-telling stall, though fate may have been leading him there already.
Wait, is that Barbalot's Dodoko? So the Hexen Circle's in Fontaine now?
That's right. Apparently, it's because Barbaloth happened to catch a glimpse of a strange omen during a recent divination.
Ooh, very mysterious. And it had something to do with the traveler's friends?
That's right. And Risley isn't the only one who's been guided here by fate. Mage B's stall has been getting quite a few visitors.
Yep, and that's when she uses lunar arcana to read their future. For example, Risley draws the upright Emperor card.
Fancy.
Whoa, that sounds impressive. What does it mean?
Don't worry. Barbaloth will explain the revelations of the lunar arcana in-game. In addition to her insights, each character that visits her stall will also receive a tangible boost to their abilities, including ones relating to the stellar conduct reaction. For example, after Risley's revelation is unveiled, whenever he's within the Polestar field generated by the stellar conduct reaction, he'll be able to restore HP more frequently with his charged attacks, allowing him to unleash more enhanced normal attacks.
Yae Miko's Sessho Sakuras are also getting enhanced. Not only will their duration be extended, but they won't be destroyed after she casts her elemental burst. Plus,
let's go.
when Yae Miko is within a Polestar field, the lightning strikes from her Sessho Sakura will be able to deal additional damage, and that damage is considered stellar conduct damage.
In addition, when Chi-Chi is within a Polestar field, her elemental skill will provide the party with a damage bonus to reactions like Stellar Conduct and deal additional damage alongside the active character.
And when Cyno is within a Polestar field, his elemental skill will allow him to temporarily enter the Pack-Sworn Path Clearer state to deal quick bursts of damage over a short period of time.
Let's go! These are just some examples of the witches' revelations travelers can look forward to in Luna 8. We don't have time to introduce them all, so be sure to check out the rest in game. And as for the new reactions coming in Snezhnaya, Stellar Conduct is just the beginning, so buckle up, travelers.
Reactions plural.
So thanks to these revelations, a bunch of our old friends are not only getting stronger, but they can now interact with the Stellar Conduct mechanic as well.
That's right. Basically, after unveiling their revelation, some of their talents and skills will be enhanced while within a Polestar field.
Ooh, awesome. So, if you have any of those characters, you can pair them with Sandrone and see all the new things they can do with the Stellar Conduct mechanic.
Of course, there are also other changes in store as part of these revelations, as well as interesting stories associated with the Lunar Arcana card each character draws, but we'll leave that for travelers to experience for themselves.
Oh, plus the characters with the Witch's Revelation will also be featured on the Light Race Wish banner, so don't miss out if you're interested.
Oh, damn. Okay, wait. We have... Okay, so the leaks were wrong then about the,
Plus the characters with the Witch's Revelation will also...
The wish guarantee count for Light Race Wish and Chronicled Wish is shared. Okay. So this is just Chronicled Wish, but with a different name. It's like, or like a different branch of Chronicled. Okay. There's a few things I like about this, this banner. I do like that this is a mixed banner now. I really like that. Because I feel like, what is it? I was talking about this before. We can technically keep cycling through, like, just through, regions for, like, Chronicled banners. But I was like, we need to just start making, like, unique banners that just have, like, a weird mixture of regions. Like, this is I like that this lineup is just, like, based on, like, the, just the Stellar Conduct mechanic. And I was saying, like, it would be cool if down the line they started mixing characters to make the banners more dynamic. That way, you know, because I would love to see a banner. I think I was saying things like, you know, a really, really cool banner would have been, like, Ayaka with, like, Hu Tao with, like, you know, like, Albedo. Like, it would just, like, to mix regions would make it feel more of, like, a dynamic banner system. So I do like that they're kind of doing this.
Also be featured on the Light Race Wish.
And, thank goodness they, I know that there was, like, rumors going around that, like, it was just gonna be Kagura's Verity with, cash flow. So I'm kind of glad that these weapons get to show up. Okay, I said that I wasn't gonna pull for, like, any of the new characters. I might see what I can do about getting this, the Mizuki Catalyst. We don't get that too often, you know? Like, we don't see it that often. I do kind of wanna... I don't know, I might want to try my hand at getting it just for the sake of getting, like, a standard... It's like a standard weapon, you know? But, like, how do I put it? It's like limited standard weapon. So I want to try get this because they don't show up as frequently. It would be cool. It would be cool to just give Mizuki, like, some extra, like, I don't know, make her a little more interesting.
Banner, so don't miss out if you're interested.
And as for our other event wishes, in the first half of Luna 8, travelers can look forward to event wishes for Sandrone and Seatlolly. A new 5-star claymore, a teaspoon of transcendence, will also be featured on the weapon banner.
And in the second half of Luna 8, we'll have returning event wishes for Columbina and the Raiden Shogun. Yay, reruns!
All right, it's about time for our first break. We'll be back with information on a mysterious new area, so stay tuned.
Yay!
Well, no point in putting the codes in chat. I'm pretty sure that ran out already. I'm really interested with the stellar system. I really do. I'm hoping that they... If what they're saying is true, that it's only going to be stellar conduct and stellar swirl. At the very least, I think that, I think they're gonna at least promote other reaction, like, archetypes outside of, like... I kind of mentioned it in my video. If Rhymegrass is just going to be a base reaction, they're probably gonna promote Rhymegrass to be a dynamic system, instead of what Lunar was, where it's just like, you know, Lunar Charge, play Electro and Hydro characters together. Lunar Bloom, play Dendro and Hydro. Lunar Crystallize, play Hydro and Geo. Like, even if Stellar Conduct goes in a Cryo Electro only direction, and Stellar Swirl goes in a Cryo Animo only direction, then at the very least Rhymegrass, if it's a base reaction, will have more of a dynamic system, so it won't be promoted as just a Cryo Dendro, like, team building thing. They might promote more, like, Cryo Dendro, and then, like, a different elemental flex, you know? Like, I think that's what I'm hoping they would promote with, like, a base reaction.
Welcome back, travelers.
Wait a second. That planet in the background, is that Teyvat?
That's right. This summer, we're heading on a very special adventure. So strap in, everyone, and prepare for launch!
That's crazy that we just get a fucking rocket ship to the moon.
Oh my god, we're actually in outer space? This is incredible! When you mentioned a special adventure, I didn't think it would take us outside of Teyvat.
And not just anywhere outside of Teyvat. We're heading to...
the moon.
Dun dun dun!
It looks amazing!
Tonight we
Look at those buildings! This place is looking a lot different than when Columbina brought us here before.
Well, she did say she wanted to clean up the place a bit before inviting the Traveler back. Even the area with the Traveler's spaceship looks completely different.
Yeah, seems like
we get to go back to the
Columbina has been
spaceship.
taking great care of this place. So, are we here for this summer adventure at her invitation?
It's a bit more complicated than that. The Traveler actually notices that Columbina's been acting a bit off, and out of concern, follows her all the way to some ancient dragon ruins.
Inside the ruins, the Traveler acquires a mysterious power known as Archeoloon energy, which seems to be able to manipulate gravity.
Archeoloon energy. So these
Oh,
ruins
I'm
must have
so
something to do
making
with
a
them.
character with that mechanic. We're so doing that. We are so doing that. We need an... I'm gonna make a gravity-based character now, just off of this one name. Archeoloon energy? Fuck that. We're making a character.
Moon. Are there clues here about why Columbina is acting strange?
There are. The Traveler will encounter a strange black Kuhenki. We think she might have some connection to Columbina, and when we follow her, the trail leads straight to a lunar shuttle.
Oh, so that's the spaceship we saw earlier.
Yep. After we explain the situation, our new Kuhenki friend, Eggy, agrees to head to the moon with us to search for Columbina.
Eggy?
Yeah, that's another Paimon original.
Okay,
Oh,
got it.
okay.
Oh, I can't wait to see what the different areas of the moon are gonna be like. Is there a lunar base or something?
There is. That's actually the first stop on our lunar expedition. The Eye of Ibni Bellum. Like travelers
Ibni
experienced
Bellum.
before when Columbina led us to our spaceship, the gravity here is completely different from Teyvat. In fact, the entire lunar surface is like this.
Plus, by using Archeoloon energy, we can make our bodies even more lightweight.
Ooh, that should make lunar exploration a lot easier.
Before that, though, we'll need to rescue Eggy, because after we land on the moon, she somehow gets captured by a strange device.
Oh no, Eggy!
Yeah.
And to do that, we'll need to venture into some underground ruins. Of course, with the help of Archeoloon energy, the mechanisms and guards around here shouldn't pose too much of a challenge.
Then we'll head to the Lunar Surface Monitoring Station. After accessing the terminal, we'll learn about the mysterious Project Moongazer, which seems to have some connection to the ancient dragons.
Whoa. So does that mean the dragons had plans for the moon?
That is for travelers to discover for themselves in-game.
But the good news is, the terminal also gives us a few clues on where to search for Columbina, which leads us to our next stop on our lunar adventure, Ungyen's Circle.
Usually hidden away, this facility is used to research lunar life
What
forms.
the
And
fuck?
also seems to have some connection to Project
That's on the
Moongazer.
moon?
Whoa, now this looks completely different from the lunar landscape outside. Looks like the dragons turned this place into some kind of experimental lab.
Exactly. This is
That's cool.
also
I
where
like that.
we'll meet
I
other
like how the
Kuhenki
design
who
looks
come
kind of
from
like
the same place as Eggy.
like a tent
Apparently-
almost, or like a tarp. It's like I like that. It's like a curtain. Like it reminds me of like those circus.
These Kuhenki are obsessed with
Wait,
wearing all-
What's a question? Which is a question? I don't know what question we're talking about.
for Columbina, which leads us to
Hidden away, this facility is used to research lunar life forms.
Looks completely different from the lunar landscape outside. Looks like the dragons.
I mean, look, let's be fair. They can ask those questions. 90% of the player base isn't gonna know that. 90% of the player base doesn't read. 50% of that 90% can't read. I'm gonna be real with you, I didn't even know that the dragons made the moons. I didn't know that, honestly.
Turned this place into
Or maybe
some
I did,
kind
but
of
I didn't like.
experimental lab.
Or, like, I'm sure I've heard it in the quest, but I didn't
Exactly.
process
This
like.
is also where we'll meet other Kuhenki who come from the same place as Eggy. Apparently, these Kuhenki are obsessed with wearing all kinds of different hats. So cute.
Still no sign of Columbina, though. Aw.
Well, according to the records in the terminal, Columbina was here at some point, and there was a giant Kuhenki by her side.
Yeah, so to find her, travelers will need to follow the giant Kuhenki high into the sky, clearing away moonlit vines and repairing an elevator along the way.
This elevator will take travelers high above the moon's surface to the third stop on our lunar expedition, the Space Lifeform Capture Station.
Wow, so the dragons not only built bases on the moon, but also a whole structure above it.
This place doesn't look like it's in the best of shape, though.
Yeah. Apparently, it also has some connection to Project Moongazer. If travelers follow this damaged passageway, they can even reach the open space outside the station.
Wow, Tibet looks so beautiful from this angle. So, we know the giant Kuhenki was heading for the capture station, but what about Columbina?
Don't worry, she's there too.
We finally found her! What's she doing here, though?
Well, she noticed a disturbance in a certain area of the moon, and it seems to be affecting the creatures there. So she came to the capture station to get a better look. That's when the traveler finds her.
Well, of course, the travelers never wanted to leave a problem
Is it just me,
unsolved.
or is this? Are they kind of just
Columbina needs
summarizing?
our help, so
I
together,
feel like they're
we head to the
summarizing
area
like
of
a
the
lot of
disturbance.
the quest.
Which happens to be none other than the Lunar Sea. Be
Which I'm
careful,
hoping
though. Even
if
though
they're
it looks
summarizing
beautiful,
the events
high
of the
concentration
quest,
of archeoloon energy makes this a treacherous place.
I'm hoping
Travelers
that
will need
means
to
that there's like
avoid the
some
blue
crazy
areas at
like
all
lore that
costs.
they're not even like bringing up.
But I see a lot of blue. How are we supposed to cross?
Don't worry. Thanks to Columbina, the schools of Kuhenki living here are more than willing to help out.
Oh my god,
They can
school.
mimic the
That implies the
jellyfish and
Kuhenki are like
whales that live in the
fish.
lunar sea
Oh my
to
god, wait,
help
yeah, that
us
makes
get
sense.
out.
Wait, look at that. They're like little sea
Oh,
creatures.
wow,
I
the
love that.
ecosystem on the moon is even more diverse than I imagined.
I know, right? Travelers might even encounter some interesting slimes.
Of course, aside from the areas we just introduced, there are tons of other places waiting for travelers to explore, including the ever mysterious far side of the moon.
Wait,
Oh, wait.
Including the
Look at that. Long before the children of humanity were born from the cradle of the sky, 3 silver lights had already risen above Earth. The ancient spirits of the frostbound reaches called them Dilimbabar. I hope I'm reading that correctly. By then, the waxing and waning of light were first distinguished. Spring and autumn were set into order, and the passage of years slowly came to be. Now, as time flows ever onward, only one of those three silver lights remains. The moon gazing here we go, confirmation. The moon gazing quest series includes voiceovers. Turn on audio for a better experience. Oh, thank goodness I don't have to make voices for all of these characters when I play the quest line.
Ever mysterious far side of the moon.
Wait, you're saying we get to go to the dark side of the moon too? Ooh, are we getting aliens now?
Besides the traveler, you mean?
Hey!
Yeah, we have aliens at home, you guys. Chill. No, but seriously, there's a hidden base on the far side of the moon too? This dragon technology is crazy.
I know, right?
Mhm. Of course, there's a lot more to explore on the far side of the moon as well.
That's right. There's so much more to this lunar adventure than we've been able to cover here.
This is a
So be sure
crazy
to check it
amount
out
of
for yourselves
places.
in game.
Wow, this is actually insane. There are so many cool areas and creatures to check out. I bet travelers can't wait.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know, right? Plus, to make lunar exploration a bit easier, the devs have made a few optimizations to the map. After the version update, there will now be an indicator showing which layer of the map you're currently on. And when
Ooh.
selecting a landmark with a layer indicator, the layer UI will still remain visible. Of course, this optimization also applies to the Tevat map as well.
Ooh, plus, the moon area is permanent, so travelers can come back and explore anytime.
Ooh, that's awesome.
Yeah, who would have thought the Song of the Welkin Moon would actually end with us going to the moon?
I know. We're really putting the Luna in Luna 8 this time.
Well, I hate to be the one to bring us back down to Earth, but it's time for our next break.
Aw.
We'll be back with exciting information on the Luna 8 event lineup.
See you soon!
So what are we thinking for a lunar or an Archeoloon energy character? I'm thinking a lot of moon, definitely a lot of moon themes. I want gravity to be the big one. Especially because like Columbina's like energy with the like her special skill is that she accumulates gravity points. But it didn't actually do something with gravity. So I'm hoping that she gets like a little more I'm hoping we can make an actual character that what is it? I think like some kind of actual character would be really it would have to be or not saying it has to be like Hydro, but the moon is the whole thing with like moon gravity. I think the whole thing with gravity,
Welcome back, travel.
especially for a moon-based character, it would be Hydro. I do think realistically it would be a Hydro character. I have some ideas already for like how to play with the. Oh, I just thought of something really interesting. Different. Let me. Fuck. I'm copywriting this. This is my copyright. Anyone here in the chat, you are. By being present, you are signing an unofficial NDA. You will never talk about this. I think a really cool idea would be, because I think, once again, I'm playing with the idea of, like, gravity. I think the idea of, like, a gravity, mechanic would be cool. They mentioned, during this, section with the moon, there was talking about, like, someone said waxing and waning, and that gave me the idea of, like, oh, that'd be cool, like a waxing, waning mechanic. What if the character had two playstyles that you can kind of like play around depending on the enemies you fight? So you can affect enemies gravity. If you inflict a waning, I know technically waning and waxing is like a moon phase thing, but I feel like you can kind of play around with the terms and the themes for like, you can, we can get away with like the terms for it. You can inflict waxing gravity or waning gravity. Waxing gravity will make enemies move slower. That's number one. They'll move slower because they're like more pulled down by gravity. And two, enemies, especially flying, or okay, yeah, number two, enemies will be more prone to getting staggered and not knocked back per se, but knocked down. They're more prone to being knocked around because it's like, it's one thing to have like gravity, you know, gravity will like, pull you down. If you get pushed, you're going to get pulled down by gravity. If gravity is stronger, even a bit of a nudge, would like knock an enemy down. So I think just like waxing gravity would make them more prone to being stunned. It would make them move slower, and this is the big one, flying enemies also get pulled down. Like flying enemies would be on the ground, like maybe like flying enemies can still be like floating, but flying enemies I think would be like, they're more, it's easier to like not like to hit a flying enemy with like maybe like more like close range combat. I think that would be a really cool mechanic. And then waning energy, kind of like what I'm seeing in chat, you can kind of push them away a bit easier, so maybe I feel like that would be a little, we'd have to play around with that kind of system though, because pushing an enemy away would be worse for certain characters. I think it'd be cool if the character like kind of played around with like maybe the waxing gravity with like being able to knock enemies like downward. Maybe waxing energy is more of like a sword, polearm, claymore, like the melee characters. And then waning energy, waning gravity on an enemy would make it a little easier to play with like ranged characters, like characters who want to keep a distance from enemies. I think that'd be cool. And yeah, it would be just kind of dependent on like, I think it could be a cool system. Oh, it'd be such an interesting system actually. It wouldn't, I don't think it would be a meta system. I don't think it would be meta. But if you create, we can make the gravity system use the fall damage mechanic. So what you do is you're in a fight with enemies, and then you use the waning, you can do like the waning gravity to like knock enemies away a little easier. And waning gravity would knock enemies, it could knock enemies upward or make them more prone to like being launched up, and they would kind of be like stuck in the air for a little bit if that happens. And then two, if you maybe the character will use like a charge attack, and the charge attack will swap between waxing and waning gravities, kind of like how Farina does with Numa and Osea. So when the character is in waning, has waning gravity on, and uses their charge attack, they will switch to waxing energy, and all of the enemies that are in the air get slammed down because gravity suddenly got like 5 times stronger on them. So that'd be cool to actually play with fall damage mechanics. I think you'd have to play around with like how meta that would be. But it would be a cool thing to play around, like maybe Oh, yeah, it'd be cool. You play around with that mechanic and like I don't know. I think the only problem with that it would be just be like balancing like enemy stagger. I mean, maybe you can make it so that like certain enemies can still attack you, or they'll still try to attack you, even if they're like floating in the air. So maybe characters that can do range attacks, they can still like, you know, like once they kind of get their footing in the gravity, they can still like try to shoot at you. I don't know. I'm gonna play around with that idea. I think Archeoloon energy already just kind of just gave me this whole gravity like thing.
You know, there's a character we forgot to mention when we were talking about the Fontinalia Festival earlier. Seat Lolly.
Yeah! Granny actually left her house.
Granny left. That's crazy.
She likes to be social. Sometimes. The important thing is, she has a new outfit.
Wait. Has she always had the outfit in this, Oh no, okay, they did change the outfit for her in this, for this section.
Wow, look at all the bows.
And the pigtails! That is so cute. Wait, we just made a big deal about her leaving her house, but doesn't it look like she's wearing pajamas?
No.
Oh my god, it
No.
really does. She even has an eye mask and everything.
Hey, Granny was already flustered enough running into the Traveler looking like that. Let's not embarrass her further and leave the rest for travelers to discover.
Oh my
in-game.
god, wait, that's actually so adorable.
If you're wondering why Granny made the trip to Fontaine, though, it turns out her favorite light novel is getting adapted into a film, and the crew is filming on the Winglet.
Oh, and Charlotte's starring in it? Looks like she's playing a detective.
Yeah, it really suits her, doesn't it?
But for a hard-hitting reporter like her, I'm sure playing a detective didn't feel too far off at all.
That's for sure. The way
Charlotte,
she
my
pursues
goat.
the truth is already pretty intense.
Well, looks like we get to run into a bunch of old friends
Yo,
on the Winglet.
Emily!
I feel like some fun times.
Ah, Liddy!
Oh, for sure. So you don't miss out,
Wait,
travel.
get back, go.
Feel like some fun times.
Oh my gosh! Yes! Yes! He's back! We win!
In store.
Oh, for sure. So you don't miss out, travelers.
I like
Alright,
the skin.
here's
I
another
like
piece-
the. They beat the blue curse. They beat the blue curse. Look at Charlotte actually having like kind of like a more like a more detective-y color scheme. See Lolly with the purple, and it kind of like a pastel purple and pink is really cute.
Of good news, and it has to do with the quest dialogue experience. I'm sure we've all tried to speed up the pace of a quest before by clicking through the dialogue, but most of the time you have to wait for a set transition time to pass or for certain animations to play out before the next line can play.
Oh my gosh, no! What are you doing, Genshin? No, no, Genshin, no! You can't give them this power.
Quest before by
They're not gonna read.
clicking through the dialogue, but most of the time you have to wait for a set transition time to pass or for certain animations to play out before the next line can play.
You know what, actually, I do kind of fuck with this because I think for me, world quests or like unvoiced quests, those are the ones that I do click through pretty fast. Like the you know, just like the basic event, like the unvoiced like events that just give you like that basic like preliminary information before you do like the mini game. I do click through those pretty fast because it's kind of just like a basic it's just kind of a basic lore thing, so I just kind of speed read it and I click through. I do know what they're talking about with that experience. The whole animations have to play out. I do get that. So I kind of do fuck with this optimization.
With the habits of different travelers in mind, the devs have decided to change this going forward. Starting in Luna 8, travelers can choose to no longer wait to advance dialogue. A single click can immediately move to the next line. Basically, the pacing of dialogue progression is now something you can control.
Wait, that's actually awesome.
Oh, and we should also mention that the Sunny Summer Fontanalia event story is permanent as well. So, travelers can play through it at their own pace.
I feel like we keep mentioning the winglet, but there's actually a bit more we need to share.
That's right, the ship's aquarium has become a popular filming location, but it needs a bit more work before it can open for business.
Exactly. And that's where you come in, travelers.
That's where you come in.
The aquarium up and running.
Of course, you can't have an aquarium without different species of fish, so the first step is to head underwater in Fontaine and do some fishing.
You might even spot some containers underwater with high-value collectibles inside. So don't just be on the lookout for fish.
Yup, the goal is to surface at the designated area within a time limit with as many high-value fish and items as possible.
You can then use what you catch to decorate the aquarium and drum up people's interest.
And the more interest you manage to create, the more guests will visit the aquarium. You can even
damn, we
sell
got
the
business
collectibles
sim.
as souvenirs to earn funds for the business.
Travelers can also head to the pool on the ship and use certain bait or nets to catch the fish that are being rehabilitated there.
Travelers can also look forward to various rewards for their efforts, including primo gems, the chance to invite Charlotte to their parties, and her new outfit.
Ooh!
Whoa!
Wait. We can get Charlotte and her outfit at the same time?
That's so awesome!
Yep.
I can't wait!
Yep. Wow! So don't miss out, travelers.
Well,
Elsewhere in
fellas, I guess I gotta buff Charlotte now. If she's getting all this content, I guess I gotta make her in the next, like, buffing videos.
Fontaine, guests from all over Tevat have arrived for a joint marksmanship exercise.
Oh, looks like we have the Maison Gardiennage, the Flower Feather Clan,
Oh,
and
damn.
the Knights of Favonius. Wow, seems like one expert marksman after another.
Oh, for sure. And with their
Let's
help,
go,
travelers will need to fire
FPS.
observation grenades and guide the projectile as far as they can without hitting obstacles.
Oh my
The
god,
farther it
no,
flies, the
damn,
higher
they're
the
going for the
score.
head.
Oh, looks like there's some strategic thinking involved.
Travelers can also look forward to the return of another dance event over in Natland with Dance Dance Easy Breezy Disco.
Ooh, I'm ready to dance. And this time, Mualani has invited even more friends to join.
Oh, cool! Mullazines are there this time, and Asha!
Yep.
Sorry,
just
my mom
grab
just
a
like,
few
she kind of just like, came into the room all of a sudden.
friends, follow the lead dancer the best you can, and have a good time.
Oh, the Saurians on the dance floor are so cute.
Super cute. There are also a few new additions to repertoire of myriad melodies, including a new Not Cry album, Where Roads Are Pledged to Cross, and a new score theme for Columbina.
Yo!
The Leyline Overflow event is also returning, so don't miss out on the chance to earn double the experience, materials, and more.
Double XP.
In addition, new character and action
Oh
cards
yeah,
are being
sorry.
added to
She just
Genius
kind of
and
walked in and started
Location
talking to
TCG.
me, and I was like,
Plus,
wait,
the
I'm trying to
Forge
like
Realms
watch
Temper
something.
and Heated Battle Mode are also returning, so don't miss out.
All right, it's about time for our last break. Don't go anywhere, travelers. We'll see you on the other side.
Dang, what is this mini game? Stop Columbina before she eats all the food. Oh no, Columbina's leveled up. Damn.
Welcome back, travelers. In the spirit of the season, a new summer-themed lobby and summer outfits are coming to Milliastra Wonderland. Let's take a look.
Ooh. Oh, okay. Oh. Hear me out, guys. Hear me out, guys, on the outfits. I'm sorry. I'm such a sucker for like summer outfits. I'm such a sucker for that kind of stuff.
Wow, the slide, the beach. This is perfect for summer.
Yeah, I know, right? It's the perfect place to chat, swim, relax, or even pick up an instrument.
Wait, we got another. Oh my gosh, is that a Seed Lolly themed outfit? Is that fuck, Seed Lolly and Eats Papa? Oh, that's cute. And we got like a little drumstick one on here. Oh, these are nice.
Your friends.
Some of these cosmetics actually look kind of familiar.
Yeah, almost like they've taken inspiration
The
from
eye.
some of
Wait,
our friends.
I need those eyes. I need these anime eyes.
And those are just a few examples. A bunch of new outfits are coming to Milliastra Wonderland in the new
Oh my gosh,
version.
the sharks. That's cute. This is a really cute outfit. It's giving like resort worker.
Also, be sure to check out the events to earn free rewards, including prismatic crystals and an elegant
that is
4-star
fancy.
outfit set.
Oh, in addition, the editor is also receiving a few new updates. For example, you can now keep the cursor displayed at all times, allowing craftspeople to design more user-friendly gameplay elements.
Nice. I feel like that opens the door for more interactive mechanics.
Oh, totally. And also, pre-aiming has been added to the skill editing interface, making it easier for craftspeople to create skills that require precise aiming.
Plus, with the new motion control component, you can now directly control the movement of objects.
Wow, sounds like you could even create a vehicle-like effect or something.
Oh my gosh.
Possibilities in Milliastra
Bro,
Wonderland
they're
keep getting bigger.
Oh, totally.
Oh my god, they're
In
already
addition to
teasing
that,
Mario
Luna
Kart.
8 is also adding a new batch of environment assets and introducing support for customizing object colors and materials, giving craftspeople even more freedom over visuals.
Nice.
All right, well, that's it for the updates to Milliastra Wonderland. Now, let's move on to some out-of-game news. But why tell you about it when I could just show you? Here, let's take a look.
Oh, Hoyo Fest!
Oh, yo,
That's
fest.
the annual event in Southeast Asia, right? I wonder what's in store this time around.
I see art supplies.
And Southeast Asian landmarks.
Ooh.
For anyone who's not familiar, HoYoFest is a huge annual celebration held by HoYoverse that takes place across multiple cities in Southeast Asia.
Wow, that's a lot of cities.
Looks like there's a whole bunch of exclusive goodies and merch, too.
All right, guys, that's it for the Luna 8 special program. Honestly, this version has so much exciting content in store. I'm hyped for the Lunar Sea and some dance, easy breezy disco. Whoa.
And I, of course, am so excited for Sandrone to return.
Yay!
I just love her so much, and I can't wait for everyone to experience her journey and to meet Fagio and see some of her interactions with Columbina.
I'm so happy little grumpy wumpy granny is back. And that she gets a new outfit. even if it is just pajamas. I'm so excited for her to join the fun.
And I am also excited for Sandrone because I love her. And of course, I'm so excited for travelers to embark on this upcoming lunar adventure. It's crazy to even say, but it's not see you in game this time. It's
See you on the moon! This also happens to be the last version of the Song of the Welkin Moon. And I'm a bit sad to see it go, but honestly, we couldn't be more grateful to have you come on this journey with us, travelers. So, thank you! Thank you!
guys. And don't forget to come back to Nod, Cry, and visit from time to time.
You know what that means, though? Snezhnaya is literally just around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know,
Trailer?
I almost feel
Trailer?
A chill.
I know there's a trailer. I've at least seen the... Oh my god, what? Full cutscene? Whoa.
War is coming.
Oh,
This
shit.
is no time to rest on our laurels.
Holy
We must
crap.
remain devoted until our banner flies high and the dust has settled.
But the snow grows heavier even as we speak. How
Bro.
much time do we and the people of Snezhnaya...
Oh, we gotta pause through
have
this
left?
after...
You mean Project Stuja?
Oh my god, the music? Okay. What the fuck? Okay, that has to confirm it. He's doing stellar reactions.
How much trust have we lost to this plan already? How's that for a numbers game?
Mora isn't water. Sometimes it can
Pantalone?
flow in unnatural directions.
Where am I?
What the fuck? Wait, what the fuck is that? Wait, what the fuck is this, like... Bro!
Gotta get back to Paimon.
This has been entirely unconstructive.
Agreed.
How about some answers for once?
Silence!
Oh! Oh!
Your Majesty, today's outcome...
Oh my god!
as
Tsaritsa?
expected.
No! No!
A tomb and birch trees. The Tsar's final tokens of affection. That which I set in motion, I shall see to an end.
Wait, that sounds like... Am I just coping? That sounds like Amelie. I remember, like, there were a lot of people saying, like, because Amelie voices Jingliu, we were all like, oh my gosh, like, it'd be so cool if she voices the Tsaritsa. That sounds like her, right? I mean, to be fair, it could be anyone. Anyone could make that voice, but am I just coping? Wait, maybe the let me go to the actual video. Maybe there's like a Oh! Okay, so it's not Laura Corba. Ooh. Dude, they dropped the VA. That's crazy. They actually officially dropped the VA. In Snezhnaya, those who brave the cruel cold, I know how to read, follow their own laws of survival. Every road guided by the light of the pole star will, in the end, lead to the same destination. That's crazy. That's crazy that they are like... Okay, let's try to break this down.
Paimon.
War is coming.
This looks a lot like this. They definitely have some Bellabog, like there's definitely some Bellabog, like, because Bellabog's supposed to be based on like Slavic and Russian like text architectures, right? This looks like the train, or like one of the train stations in Bellabog, I'm pretty sure.
This is no time to rest on our laurels.
This looks crazy, though. I don't know why. This is giving, like... I like that this design... It's giving, like... Like, you can kind of see, like, some of the, Oh my gosh, wait, is that Is this like a giant, like, branch in the sky? Like, what do I say? It's giving almost like, you can see, like, the architecture inspiration, but it also looks very, like... It's giving, like, Disney, if I'm being honest. Like, this castle, this whole city looks more like a Disney movie. There's a theory going around. There's a theory going around that the whole Snezhnaya is not actually real theory, and I'm like, huh, it would be cool if if this is actually true, that Snezhnaya is not, like, something about Snezhnaya is, like, it's not a real nation or whatever. It would be cool if that kind of was a thing of, like, the nation itself looks a little more, like, fantastical. It looks more, for lack of a better term, it looks more fictional as a nation if it turns out that the place isn't actually real. There is a theory. So yeah, the theory is that, like, Snezhnaya is not real. Something about Snezhnaya, like, it's not actually, like, a real... Or, like, I don't know, something about it. It's, like, Snezhnaya is not, like, real. Something about it being fake or something. I don't know the exact details of the theory, but when I heard about this theory, this reminded me of a plot line that happened in a show called Once Upon a Time. I'm gonna drop some, like, spoiler stuff, obviously, but, I mean, this came out 10 years ago, so it's, like, spoilers, but if you haven't watched it already, that's kind of on you, you know? But Season 5 of Once Upon a Time took us to Camelot. That's, like, King Arthur, Sword in the Stone type of, you know, that kind of storyline. And what ended up happening was that Camelot was falling into ruin. The nation was just straight up, like, you know, it was about to, like, fall. And then they used this magic sand and they poured it across the entire nation to give the illusion that Camelot was a successful and prosperous and mighty nation. And I wonder if something similar is happening with Snezhnaya. I wonder if Snezhnaya is kind of in that same-ish, like, plot line where, like, the nation looks prosperous, the nation looks mighty, but in reality they're kind of, like, barely hanging on, or something about, like, even if the nation is actually strong and mighty, the illusion, like, this whole fantastical illusion of it is not indicative of what Snezhnaya actually is. Like, what if it looks, in reality, it looks more run down. It looks more like, you know, it looks more run down. It's a little more worn down. It's not actually as, like intricate and immaculate as this picture shows. Yeah. Like, maybe cryo, like, yeah, if cryo preserves, like, it would be cool if cryo's, like, preservation was more like preserving, like, the image of what once was. And so this is more like, this isn't like a picture of, like living in the past, like, not literally, but, like, the memory of a past nation. Because, like, once again, look at these. This doesn't look like wind. This doesn't look like the Aurora Borealis. It doesn't look like... It looks like a branch, like, branching out from the sky, as if it's like... As if it's like... You know, like, those domes? How there's, like, that weird, like, that, what would you call it? Like, the infrastructure of a dome kind of has, like, those, you know, like, just a little bit, it's like the steel lines to keep the thing, like, held in place. What if it's a snow globe? What if this part of Snezhnaya is like a snow globe? Maybe that's what they're going for. Oh, that'd be cool. Like, maybe the nation itself. Yeah, like the dome's like spine. Oh, that'd be cool. What if that's what they're going for? Like a snow globe. Maybe the actual Snezhnaya area, like the city of Snezhnaya, is like within like a giant glass dome. That's why you can still see the moon, you know? Like, I wonder if that's what's happening. Oh, that'd be cool. A snow globe thing would be so cool.
We must remain devoted until...
And then this is just straight up giving, this is straight up giving like, this part right here is Belobog. This is where, like Cocolia and Bronya's, like, you know, like the Silvermane base was, and this was like that giant, like, frozen fountain in like the center of the city. Like, they're definitely taking, like, similar design themes. Since Belobog and Snezhnaya are based on the same, like, region and nations, it makes sense that they look very similar. Like, people are gonna get a lot of, like, Belobog, like, reminiscence from Snezhnaya. Oh, this is a much better image. Look, it's a branch. These are branches. These are not... This is not wind. This is not like Aurora Borealis. These are straight up branches. Oh, that's so cool. I think it is a snow globe. I think the nation of Snezhnaya is in a snow globe.
Our banner flies high, and the dust has settled.
But the snow grows heavier even as we speak. How much time do...
Oh, wait. We need to... What is... Whoa. Okay, wait, we need to pause on these frames.
How much...
Oh, that's cool.
Time do we...
This is interesting. Okay, so these are Fae. These are clearly Fae characters. Damn. Oh my god, wait, are these gonna be Miliastra? Please tell me these are gonna be like Miliastra skins. I feel like this would be... These look like they'd be Miliastra skins. I wonder what's happening here. At first, the guy's hat was so big, I thought that he was holding his, like, he was, like, covering his ears or something, because he was trying to, like, hide, like, his race or something. But no, you can see in the picture, he's being, like, his arms are being restrained, so he's not holding... I thought he was, like, covering his ears. But it wouldn't make sense, because these guys are also, like, Fae. They wouldn't be, like, arresting Fae or something. Maybe they would. What? What are you? What? That looks like, that looks kind of like a Yeti.
Have left. You mean Project Stuja?
Maybe. If there's multiple species of Fae, maybe there are some that are being, like, what's the word? Maybe there are some that are, like, ostracized in the nation, and some that are, like, being, like, what's the word? Fuck, what is the word I'm looking for? Discriminated. Okay, that's like just a giant mine. This is kind of giving the, you know, Clara and Svarog's mine? This is kind of giving that, like, that area. I'm sorry, did that lightning just create... What the fuck? Wait, that's so interesting. That lightning just created, like, ice. Oh, that's so interesting. This is interesting. That's so interesting. They have like a rap. Huh. Wait a fucking minute. I gotta look into like Russian Slavic folklore because I swear. Wait, what the fuck? That's so interesting. I swear this is a folklore from somewhere. Isn't the rap? This isn't Alice in Wonderland's. Like, this is so interesting. It's like it kind of gives like Little Red Riding Hood, but like a rabbit. That okay? I'm reaching. I don't know what I'm looking at. Okay, so that's gotta be one of the. That's definitely one of the enemies. That's so interesting. Huh. That's gotta be a different kind of Fae. But that scene right there, like, Cryo Traveler creates a field. I'm assuming that implies he can make cryo reactions. Dude, the architecture... This is really giving more of a fairy tale vibe. Because there was also like a theory going around, which I really like the idea of, that Mondstadt is not necessarily based on, or Mondstadt is based on German, like the German architecture and the German nation, but that Mondstadt also plays a lot into themes related to fairy tales. There was, stuff being like, Alice is supposed to be like Alice in Wonderland. Klee is supposed to represent Little Red Riding Hood. And I was really interested in that idea of like, oh, so like some of the characters might be representing fairy tale characters. Like it made sense for me if like Mondstadt was based more on fairy tale lore as opposed to like just purely like a Germany theme. But I wonder if Russia, or I wonder if Snezhnaya is gonna follow the same-ish kind of like, the same kind of themes. Like if Russia's supposed to be based, because a lot of the fairy tales and like the Grimm brothers, the Brothers Grimm stories, that's like German-based fairy tales. But there's a lot of like folklore and fairy tales that I know of that came from Russian and Slavic origin. And so I wonder if that's what Snezhnaya is supposed to be. Snezhnaya is supposed to be more based on like Russian folklore and Russian and Slavic fairy tales. I know a lot about this. I'm kind of rambling about this because in my last semester of college, one of the classes I took was like it was like fairy tale and folklore analysis. So I got to read a lot of like stories from different like cultures, and it was so cool like getting into all of that. But I wonder if that's why like Snezhnaya looks more, it looks more like a fictional fairy tale as opposed to just a nation. Yeah, the Fae are based on fairy tales. Like I'm so convinced, man, that whole or not Russia, the Snezhnaya is fake theory is actually kind of, it is actually giving me, like, I think it's actually being more, like, I'm standing by that theory more and more as I'm watching this trailer. It looks very fairy tale-like. And I think, as someone mentioned in the chat earlier, Tsaritsa would be representative of the Snow Queen. I think Snow Queen was more European. It wasn't Russian or Slavic in terms of like where it came from. But I'm sure that they would still kind of play with the idea of like, well, actually, if they're going based on like that kind of stuff, I mean, Nordic culture is still kind of in the same vein, right? Ah, this is so interesting. Look, I gotta go through like I gotta go through the Tsaritsa like or the Snow Queen storylines now. I gotta see if maybe I can find like, I wonder if I can make some theories with like the lore here. This is giving Into the Woods almost. I haven't watched Into the Woods. But like the fact that the trees come to life, I'm like, wait, this is kind of giving like, this is definitely some fairy tale shit right here.
How much trust have we lost to this plan already? How's that for a numbers game?
Mora isn't water. Sometimes it can flow in unnatural directions.
This right here is so... I don't know what's happening here, though. I have no theories on this one.
Sometimes it can flow in unnatural directions.
Like, what the fuck am I I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at, guys. No, yeah, that's true. I mean, Nadland's a great example of that, like, the whole blender thing, because we have nations from, like... Because... If I'm trying to remember this correctly. I'll say what I know for sure. The people of the Springs is supposed to be based more on like Polynesian cultures. I believe Kinich and maybe parts of like the Canopy, that's supposed to be like Brazil, I believe. I think Chaska, the Chaska nation is supposed to be kind of like Chaska's nation is supposed to be kind of like based on like Native American, I believe. Like Native American, Native Indian. I think the Echoes, the children of the Echoes, is supposed to be like South African. I'm trying to remember for sure. I don't remember for sure like what all the inspiration is for Nadland, but yeah. And then and then the Bakunawa, the Merijavari and the Bakunawa, like being the Philippines. I'm like, yes, our Philippine rep is here. So I don't know what this is though. What I'm looking at. I know there's some theories about like the Abyss. The Abyss is supposed to be like, that's like, it's supposed to be this very like out of like place high tech nation, like a high tech almost like electronic music theme. So I wonder if this is like the Abyss we're in right now.
Where am I? Gotta get back to Paimon.
This has been entirely unconstructive.
Agreed.
How about some answers for once?
Silence! Your Majesty, today's outcome as expected.
A tomb and birch.
And this, like, I wonder if this is like I wonder if the nation, right? The nation of Snezhnaya that we're seeing in all of this, like, the earlier parts, is like, that's like the illusion of like what Snezhnaya is today. This is the real Snezhnaya. Like, it's this idea that like if you break, like, kind of like, it's just kind of like the idea of like breaking the illusion. Like, I wonder if this is like the real Snezhnaya, or if this is maybe just like a, like, it could be like a different area entirely for all we know. But I wonder, like, because it's, I mean, yeah, this could be like the Beliazar's tomb, and it's like a completely like far away area from the nation of Snezhnaya. But I wonder if that's what that is. Like, I want to play with the idea that maybe Snezhnaya is like the nation we see today is like an illusion. It's a fairy tale. It's not real. You know, I want to play with that theory. I want to see if that maybe I want to see if that theory actually kind of like starts to stand out a bit more. Cuz this is a very different like kind of giving Enkanomiya vibes, like a frozen Enkanomiya. Maybe we're in the Dark Sea. Maybe this area is like the Dark Sea for Snezhnaya. Wait, that'd be kind of cool.
Trees, the Tsar's final tokens of affection. That which I set in motion, I shall see to an end.
That's so cool. That's so cool. I'm gonna have to play around with that, like, idea. I want to look into, like, the fairy tale stuff now. I want to see if I can maybe find some, like... I want to see if I can find some, like, themes, like, that I can, like, look into. Okay, this is gonna be a really abrupt ending, but I do have to leave for my, like... I have to leave for the wedding rehearsals soon, so... I went a lot more, like, in-depth with this, like, analysis than I was expecting. So, yeah, sorry to cut it so abruptly, but I gotta go. So, thank you to everyone who, was here chatting in chat. Thank you to everyone who was watching and lurking. And thank you to everyone who is... Thank you to everyone who is watching the VOD. All of your support is very much appreciated. I have a video up for anyone who hasn't watched it yet. Basically my predictions on the Stellar Swirl and Rhymegrass system that's looking to be, or rumored to be added next year. So we'll see if those ideas actually come true. And probably no videos this upcoming week. I have one video that I might make. It's a really quick, like, short video. But in terms of, like, the next, like, concepts and gameplay analysis stuff, probably maybe a couple weeks from now. So, yeah. With that all being said, thank you again, everyone, for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye!